Shiitake mushroom buns. Today we're trying these mushroom steamed dough pockets from Chef David Chang's Momofuku. Food gives you joy, but joy doesn't give you food. Unfair? I agree. While you're trying to solve this eternal philosophical conundrum, Goldbelly can get some delicious brain fuel pumping your way so you can make the world a better place for all of us. You precious snowflake, you. With your amusement being the only reward for making this video, you can consider it a reputable source of truth insusceptible to evil corporate agendas, unless you're one, in which case I can gain your brand massive social media exposure, so let's talk. If you find the following presentation advantageous, please like and subscribe, inspiring thousands and even dozens to do the same and be the best version of themselves or some other interchangeable banality. Shiitake mushroom buns have long established their icon status alongside the ramen and other staples on the Momofuku menu. Chef David Chang started the humble noodle bar in 2004 in New York and has since spent the last 2 decades turning his innovative Asian cuisine into a well-established brand with restaurants around the globe and a dominant presence on television food productions. If you're interested in some of his TV work, the first season of The Mind of a Chef is worth checking out. It's a bit of a throwback to his early work, but it's no short of brilliant and paints an interesting portrait of the man before the name became so big. In the box, you get a couple of cards, one promoting the Momofuku online store, yet another testimony to how massive this business has become, where you can purchase smartly branded noodles and spices. The second one contains the package contents and instructions, which we'll cover both shortly. In a styrofoam cooler, you get a container with the pickled cucumbers and hoisin sauce, an additional 1-quart container with thinly sliced soy pickled shiitake mushrooms, and a bag of 12 steamed buns. Let's get to work. Start by placing a colander in a bowl and pour the mushrooms, allowing them to drain. You want to get some colors on these later, and if you're trying to achieve that, or if you have a basement, excess water is your enemy. Line the bottom of a steamer and place it over simmering water. Mine comes with a silicone liner because I have a thrill-seeking personality, but if you can't handle this kind of excitement, just poke some holes in parchment paper or spread some thinly sliced cabbage. It's all going to work the same and prevent it from sticking. Place the buns in a steamer for 2 to 3 minutes, and when done, keep the basket closed so your buns stay nice and steamy. Though I strongly recommend that you don't, as it will almost certainly dry them out, I'm obligated to share that you can alternatively place the buns on a lightly greased plate, spray them with water, plastic wrap, and microwave them in 15-second intervals until soft. You spent good money on those, so treat them right, and if you can't help microwaving something, take it out on a TV dinner. While the buns are steaming, it's not mandatory but smart to transfer the hoisin sauce and pickled cucumbers to separate bowls to make life better for future you. You can also use this time to finely chop some scallions. Place a non-stick pan over medium heat and add oil just enough to cover the bottom with a thin layer. Toss the mushrooms in batches, making sure not to overcrowd the pan. Tossing a single layer at a time, allow about 45 seconds between each time you stir. It's only when sitting still that they can brown and develop that awesome flavor and crispy texture. Stay on top of it, you don't want to go too dark. When done, put the mushrooms on a paper towel to absorb excess oil. To assemble, split the bun at the seam. Be careful, they are delicate. Apply hoisin sauce generously on both sides. Sprinkle scallions on top and place a few slices of pickle on the bottom. Scoop a heaping tablespoonful of your cooked mushrooms, gently land it in the middle, and in one fell swoop, stick it in your mouth. Every second counts here, so be a professional and eat immediately. It's no wonder these have become an institute. These are like little flavor hand grenades. The first thing you get is the sweetness from the hoisin sauce, followed by its deeper tones of spices, chili, and fermented soy. Then in comes the mushrooms, savory, earthy, slightly chewy, slightly crispy, and with the sweet sauce, their deep, beautiful pickling flavors simply shine. Try a tiny bit by itself if you want to truly appreciate how incredible this ingredient is, even on its own. The scallions give a subtle note of onion in the background, and the fresh, salty pickles ooze acidity that cuts through the mix, balancing everything out in a way so perfect it can only be matched by driving through 17 green lights straight on your way to have cake. This pitch perfect note is embraced by the soft, cushy bun like a hammock made of clouds, absorbing all these juices from the filling. Then it all quiets down and you're hit by a wave of umami so big it just might make you tear up. Did I mention food brings you joy? Momofuku Shiitake mushroom buns contains 12 units, cost $129, and ships for free. That's all, folks. Hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you on the next one.